I'm Lucy Kennedy, and each week I move into the homes of well-known faces for one weekend. We'll share the sofa.
I've got this person stalking me.
The journeys.
Dare I say, she thought so highly of me that she didn't mind if I spit on her.
The eating.
I was in love at first sight.
Would you shut up?
And the chats.
We should be talking about this over dinner.
Yeah.
You'll get to see these folks as you've never seen them before.
Lewis here. I got you, babe.
So get the guest room ready. This week, I'm living with Pop Princess and Girls Aloud star, Sarah Harding. Sarah was part of one of the biggest girl bands ever. She was the rock chick of the group and managed to live up to that image with gusto, constantly seen at nightclubs and generally living the rock and roll lifestyle. So I doubt I'll be getting much sleep on this trip.
Okay, this is pretty exciting. Today I am moving in with Sarah Harding, ex-Girls Aloud. I'm meeting her here because she is filming Celebrity Juice, which takes place here, Elstree Studios. They also do Strictly, Big Brother. The Big Brother house is like up there and around the corner. This is very exciting.
Sarah's already in studio by the time I get there, but we're shown to her dressing room where I meet her best friend and PA, Michelle. And Sarah pops in moments later.
I'm sorry. I'm eating all your food.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you getting on?
I'm good. It's actually quite tame compared to last time.
One quick change later, and I get to ask Sarah about her thoughts on the next 3 days.
So, how are you feeling about this experience, being stalked by me, a weird Irish
Do you know
girl?
what? This would be a breeze, trust me.
Yes, and we'll have the
If
crack.
I got through a month of that house with what I went through, I
You
can
can
deal
get
with it.
through anything
Have you
in
been to
life.
the house yet?
No.
You're gonna love it.
What? Like,
It's a lovely little city pad.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm dying. Like, I literally, my bag is like somewhere here. I've been in these clothes since
Well, welcome
11.
to my life. It's just organised chaos.
That's
literally.
exactly it. That's exactly it.
I
I don't know
know.
what. Oh, George.
The panel show Sarah recorded also had actor Larry Lamb and his gorgeous son George. And I think I hear one of them in the corridor.
Oh, so why don't you meet
Okay.
the duo?
Hi. Hi.
Lucy,
We're an Irish film crew.
How you doing?
How are you? Probably been on the Late Late before. How are you?
I have, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
I think your son is gorgeous. I think your son is gorgeous.
Get him in here. George.
Oh God, this is going to get embarrassing. I'm actually going
Yeah, I
to.
think he's getting trained.
No, I am married. I am married.
Hello, Ireland.
Yay!
Hello, Ireland.
Oh.
So-
I don't think we all want to leave you. We don't.
Yes, I know. All stems back to Brexit. So I am living, living / stalking. Yes, her for 3 days. I did the show called Living with Lucy.
But
So
you
that's
get to
a.
live with all sorts of people, do you?
You name it, I've lived with
Yeah.
them. You could be my next victim.
There you go. I'll be there.
Are you
Get
ready?
me over. I'll come as Archie Mitchell.
Yes. Hi, I'm Lucy. Hi.
I've just
How are you?
moisturised my face.
Wow, nice and smooth.
I'm not clammy.
Yeah, sweaty, Betty. Just chatting up for your dad. Great, thank you, really good, yeah. I'm living with Sarah for a show. Yes.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
See you later.
Nice
guys.
to meet you. Bye. Oh my God, I'm actually in a sweat. I'm actually in a sweat. I was actually really couch there.
Lovely, isn't he?
With the recording over, we get into the car.
So tired.
And Sarah lays down some ground rules.
I'm not here to talk about Cheryl. I'm not here to talk about the other girls. Yes, they were a big part of my life, and it did help sort of mould me as an adult. I grew up with them. They were like my sisters. And I do have certain opinions sometimes, but I'm not here to talk about her. If you want to talk, go and ask her the questions.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously when I'm reminiscing, I mean, like...
She's part of your past.
All the girls are, even Nadine. Like, Nadine and I are still talking. I mean, we could FaceTime in the next few days with her.
Yeah. She's got a baby now, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, and they've all got families, and it's the one thing that I have left that I haven't done.
That you still
But I
can.
still find that I'm, you know, held back slightly because
You're in your mid-30s.
yeah,
Maybe
my
you're
mum
just
was.
attracted to the wrong guys.
I think I'm attracted to people who are similar to me because I can relate, but it's not necessarily the right thing.
You need someone who's the opposite
Opposite.
of you.
If I go out with a guy, I'm quite hard work to. I'm very clingy maybe at first because I'm insecure, and I expect, I expect honesty and trust. And once I feel that that's there, then I'm all right. I'm pretty independent.
What about a nice Irish guy?
Well, what was his name from The Voice when I mentored with him? Brezzy. He was quite lovely. I love Brezzy. Yeah, he had great banter.
He's actually single now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
We arrive very late to a restaurant where all of Sarah's oldest mates are waiting.
Oh dear, I'm getting very old. Hey, how are you doing?
I try and explain who I am and what I'm doing here.
So basically, I move in with the celebrity for 2 nights and 3 days.
Lovely.
So I'm like a thick Louis Theroux.
Oh, I love that. And I love Louis Theroux. I love him.
It's quite a nice
Sarah's got a
idea.
lovely life.
Do you have a lovely life?
Sometimes.
Yes, she does.
No, I get a lot of grief as well.
It's not easy for being a celebrity, Sarah.
No, but I don't class myself as a celebrity. No, I'm just an ordinary person with an extraordinary career.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But you love your job, right?
I do, yeah, but I don't like the shit that comes with it sometimes. It
definitely
can be stressful when you're having to feel like you've always got your guard up.
Yes, I know.
And that's why I did Big Brother, because I wanted to let my guard down.
And are you glad you did let your guard down?
I was,
Yeah.
but people pushed my buttons, and I don't think they saw as much fun in me as that I would have liked.
Over dinner, the conversation turns to Sarah's love life. American hunk Chad Johnson, who Sarah famously met in the Big Brother house, is the latest.
He's lovely. He's very laid back in the house, but LA guys from America are very different. A lot more hard work.
Yes.
The dressing down I gave him last night after I found that he decided to rearrange his Instagram and without telling me, take off a couple of photos, and it's all over the press saying that we're splitting up.
For God's sake.
And I was like, what was going through your mind? And I was like, don't give me that shit, you little bitch.
Whoa, what the? Someone's trying to get me drunk. Bye, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Give me something to hold.
Don't be so ridiculous. Age come on. Right, in you go.
You know what? If it wasn't for Aperols, I would be dead on my arse right now.
No. Sorry, I can't see you. I'm disguised as Bono.
Who's the rock star here?
Well, I forgot to tell you I'm kind of a big deal at home.
Should we snap?
It's fair to say Sarah hasn't had much luck with boyfriends. Her constant companions, however, are her doggies, and she shows me some pics. This leads to talk of her family.
Madam.
You love your dogs, don't you?
They're my babies. Lord Claude, he's the daddy.
Yeah.
We've got Piccalilli, she's a miniature.
Lily.
They're all French bulldogs.
Gorgeous.
You've got Yogi and Boo Boo. There's Yogi and Boo Boo with the puppies.
Generally, people who love animals love children.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the one thing missing from my life at the moment. Mr. Right, because I haven't had the most straightforward of lives or upbringings. My dad was in the music industry. My mum was the music widow.
Yeah.
I moved out when I was 17, so I've been fiercely independent since I was 17. And I'm not very close to my parents.
We eventually get to Sarah's after midnight and have a very quick nightcap while I fill the hot water bottle.
It must have been strange for your parents to see you in Girls Aloud and see you so famous.
Yeah, because I never, ever thought I would be good enough because my dancing skills, I just couldn't keep up. Nadine and I were more concentrating on vocals.
Yes.
But the only thing that bugged me was I didn't really get to do as many vocals unless we were touring.
So who picked who sang what bit? If you know what I mean.
Oh, that would be the producers. Okay. Yeah, but I think Nadine, as she has an amazing voice, and you can't fault her for it. But I think maybe there was some powers that maybe made, wanted her to be like the main one. And yeah, it was like.
She always sang the most, didn't she?
Yeah, and sometimes it got a little bit awkward with some of the other girls, or I'd be like, hang on a minute,
It's our turn.
I'm not getting the time, I'm not singing my natural range, but Nadine blended well with Cheryl, and yeah, I would usually be underneath, or they give me a middle range. It wasn't my comfortable range, and I didn't get to really, so when I got the Walking Primrose, and I got to do Take a Walk on the Wild Side, where I got to belt, I loved it.
Do you get sad?
Sometimes I do. I look and go, shit, man, why didn't we sit? Because we were on the inside looking out.
Yeah.
So
Yes. It's like your wedding day, really. Everyone else enjoys
Yeah.
it. Kiss me.
There you are. There you are. Leave you with that.
I don't want to hurt you with my big bag.
It's the next morning, and lucky me, Sarah has promised to cook breakfast.
Okay, so the story is Sarah is running late, so I've given her 10 minutes and she is gonna come and cook. So what I am gonna do, 1, 2, is I'm gonna prep. I'm gonna be her commie. And to mama. Okay.
Sarah has promised to make me her world famous frittata, if she ever gets up, that is.
That, my friends, is how I prep. I'm starting to eat the ingredients now. And Sarah's still not downstairs. Mom!
Oh, look at you! Oh, I just love a mimosa in the morning. But it's not a regular thing, don't worry. But they do it on holiday in America.
Yeah.
So despite the fact that it's nearly lunchtime, Sarah finally gets cooking breakfast, and I keep the conversation going, as always.
So what's the crack then? Are you gonna like officially go out on your own and continue singing like a one-man show?
Do you know, I just don't know. I don't know. What's
Would
to
you
come?
like to?
I love singing. I think the only problem with this industry is that there's no guaranteed stability and rolling income.
No.
So you can be either busy like I am now, and then it could go quiet for a while, and then the paranoia and anxiety sets in. And you're like,
Yes.
nobody loves me. So,
Yes.
yeah.
And do you worry about money?
If I had my whole
you
mortgage
comfy?
paid off, yeah, I'm comfortable. But you know, I wasn't very frugal over the years.
But you invested in property.
I invested in property, which I'm now selling though, because say if I was to meet Mr. Right, you know, if he is Mr. Right, then you know, I'm going to get a mortgage and things together. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm 36, so I kind of figure, you know, if it doesn't happen soon. So I'm kind of relying on the fact that, you know, if I get hitched, then I want to get a mortgage with a hubby. One thing MasterChef taught me, presentation.
Could you stick a little bit on my plate, please, Mom?
Okay. It's hot, right? I'll do this one.
So with those words of wisdom ringing in her ears, our plan for an early morning walk in the park is now a mid-afternoon stroll.
No, thanks, I've had 6. So does it annoy you then that you have this kind of party image?
Do you think I still do?
Not as much.
Not
I think
at
that's the
all.
perception that you are a party girl, but
I
you're
know,
not.
but that was a facade for like in the band. You know, I played up to that image because that was my character in the band. So
The party girl image was also helped by Sarah's relationship with Callum Best.
yeah, I kind of met Callum, and we were on and off for about 2 years. And
Yes, Callum Best.
yeah, and
Are you still pals?
yeah, yeah, he's a lovable rogue, bless him. And then he would, yeah, he introduced me to the London scene.
And the rest is history. So... Oh my God, I've got a food coma.
It's a good feeling.
Okay, final question, then you can go to sleep.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I won't.
Final question is, why did you and Callum split up?
Callum and I were very on and off for like 2 years. I think the reason Callum and I did have a bit more longevity than he does with most girls was because I didn't take any of his shit. And I called him Mr. Reliable because he would always be late, or, you know, he was just a nightmare. I'd give him the silent treatment, and he hated that. He wasn't used to girls standing up to him because they all swoon at him.
We arrive in Hampstead Heath, an area Sarah knows well.
I lived on that road.
Oh, gorgeous.
It was great until my friend bopped one of the paparazzi because he was trying to take a picture of my skirt and all the police turned up.
What a lovely area.
It was a lovely area, but it was covered with blue flashing lights trying to arrest my friend for bopping one of the paps.
Oh, dear God.
I know. This is the part of London I love because it's a little bit of country, but it's in the
City.
city.
Yes.
And you do feel safe. It's just that you do get the paparazzi sometimes, like...
Like, are you conscious now Or are you so used to it that you'll kind of do a quick recce of where you are?
Well, I notice, like, when people looking out of their cars and stuff, yeah, it's
you
great
have
in
to
the
bring
summer.
Chad to all these special places.
I know, but it doesn't... I don't
If
know
it
if he'd
does work out.
appreciate... Yeah, but I don't know if he'd appreciate that, given the fact that I came here with my ex-fiancé.
Hello. Cute.
I want a little person.
Do you really?
I do. I don't want to give birth, though.
You'd be well able. No. You're
Cut it shut.
you're a tough bird. You'd get through it. I have a question for you amongst all the questions I've asked you. In terms of what has been written about you, what have been the stories that have annoyed you the most?
Without bringing up names, you know, it's just there's been like the old kiss and tells or secret flings with, you know, other actors that were just completely fabricated.
Oh yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and there were a few that were just, I was like, hang on a minute, mate. I probably snogged you on a night out with my friends when I was in college, and because they might have a picture of me and my friends, and it was like, yeah, we had sex on a fire escape or a car bonnet or, you know, a bench in a park. I was like, no, mate, never happened. And I just don't know how you know, they get away with it.
Why out of the band, say?
It's all of us. It's not just me. It's
Yeah,
all of us.
but you and Cheryl in particular seem to have made more headlines. Like, what? Like, why? As in you two as people.
Probably because, well, it's pretty obvious with Cheryl, but with me, probably because I was a bit of my image was the rebellious one. I played up to it. I wanted to be like the rock and roll chick in the band, and that was my sort of Spice Girl kind of trademark, you know?
Yes, because they seem quite quiet. Nadine, Kim, and
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
Sarah.
yeah,
Or Nicola.
Yeah, Nicola and Kimberly and Cheryl are all quite close. So me and Nadine just started doing our own things more because I'd started having more of a life when I moved around here because I was closer to London.
Be nice if Chad was the one.
It would. He'd have to step up a gear, though.
I just wonder, is he good enough for you?
Well, we'll see. Well, the thing is, I don't want to be doing this forever. I want to be behind the scenes at one point. And when I'm a mum, I don't want to be working. Yeah.
You need to find someone who's the same as you.
And that's what I mean.
The
I think
same
he's on his way
morals,
up.
Same everything.
He's definitely on his way up.
But ultimately with the same goals as you, you know? There's no point you wasting a few years
I know,
on someone who's not gonna want what you want. I hope it all works out for you. I really do.
Coming up, we're running late,
Lost her now. In the wars.
getting anxious,
She's definitely getting just overwhelmed.
and a serious chat.
Oh, don't get upset.
This week, Sarah Harding from Girls Aloud is living with a loud girl, me. Sarah is due across town for some media work and is doing her own makeup, but she's taking her time about it. Sarah's PA Michelle has arrived and explains that this is typical.
We are running a little bit late. Is she generally late?
Yes, call her half-hour Harding.
Right.
So I
Okay.
have to sometimes tell fibs in her diary that her appointment's, you know, earlier than what it actually is.
Yes, to get us there on time.
Yeah. She's a worrier. She's always worrying what people are going to think of her, what people are going to say, how she looks, and how you constantly up against criticism from, you know.
The press.
Yeah.
Right, well, I see if she's ready, or do you want to go up her?
Yeah,
I follow you up?
Yeah, let's go.
Sarah, we're coming up. How are we getting on?
I've lost her now. We're in two ships. Oh dear. In the wars.
I'm doing my own makeup and hair and stuff today, so I'm not a professional, so it also puts more
Bloody
pressure.
hell, it's a lot better than mine.
It gets harder when you get older,
Here's
doesn't
the
it?
white wine.
You
Yes.
start having to sort of cheat things, you know, contour
Yes.
things a bit more when the you know,
Everything's
eyelids.
dropping. My whole face
Yeah.
is basically dropping.
It's just the getting ready process sometimes. Like you're constantly being looked at and criticised for how
Yes.
you're looking and what you're wearing, and
Yeah.
so of course you're going to be very,
Yeah.
especially if I'm doing it myself.
I know. I can't see you 9 to 5 working in an office, Sarah.
Oh no, I get so bored.
Yeah. So you're
So
definitely
bored.
in the right business, shall we say.
Yeah. But yeah, it does take a little bit longer and it is a bit more stressful.
Right, I'm going to do a wee,
Okay.
And I'm going to
I've
wait for
got
you
to put my shoes on and
Put your
then
shoes on.
put
and
my
I'll see you
eyebrows
down
on
there.
and I'm ready to roll.
All right, my love.
All right.
So the crack is we're running a little bit late. And when I say little, about 45 minutes late. Sarah's upstairs doing her makeup. I think she's getting a little bit overwhelmed, shall we say, just with yesterday. It was quite busy for her with Celebrity Juice and stuff, and then me here today. We're going off to do, she's got some chart show, and yeah, I just decided to kind of leave her alone now and just hide, because she's definitely getting just overwhelmed.
Oh, my leather jacket, have you got it?
Yeah. No, hold on. No, I haven't.
Shit, okay.
There's Sarah Harding from the
I don't
telly.
think you'll need it. It's really warm out.
Why is celebrity so, like, thin in real life?
Stress.
You live off your nerves.
I literally live on my adrenaline, yeah.
A full hour behind schedule, Half-Hour Harding is ready to go.
This is quite exciting. All we need now is to be popped. Okay, so we're going to go to this chart show first.
Yeah. I am. It's a bit like what we used to do as a band for, say, the music channels.
Yeah.
I'm doing a countdown of all Girls Aloud's hits.
Okay.
Top 20. Yeah, I think it's going online rather than on TV because most things are actually online now.
Yeah, very much so. Are you getting nervous?
No, not really. Not for stuff like this, not generally. It's just because I'm not feeling 100% and I'm a bit tired. But, you know, when you just try and conserve your energy sometimes and switch it on when you have to. So I'll just be in my own little world and just take it in.
Hint taken, Sarah obviously needs some quiet time as she's feeling under pressure. So I zip it. Sarah is recording links to camera in the basement of a club in central London.
Let's go. No pops. Disappointing. Disappointing.
We are dead late at this stage, and the crew are eager to get started.
I don't like being late. It stresses me out more and then I forget more things and then I'm like, ah!
However, Sarah has only just realised the piece is for TV, not the internet.
Is it for online? TV. I'm literally shaking, I'm not eating.
This sends her back into the bathroom to check her makeup, so I make myself useful and run out for some lunch for everyone. When I get back, Sarah still hasn't appeared, and the crew are under real pressure.
We kind of need to just start, if that's okay. So, yeah.
Don't worry about us.
Us filming isn't helping the situation.
You're right, darling. They need you right now. So,
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realise it was actually TV. I was like, normally, you'd have like someone like, you know, takes the stress off.
You still look amazing.
My hair's all like fluffy. Sorry, I've been a real diva.
Drink and eat just a little bit and then we'll just crack on.
Hey, I'm Sarah Harding and I'm taking over the vault with Girls Aloud's hits. Let's take it back to the start. Pop stars, the rivals. Here we, well, there we were.
Cool, and if you can
Yeah, I'm
just...
rambling.
That's like, no, that's good, it's fine. If you can just say, so this is the video to Sound of the Underground.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get a couple of snaps for our social media and then we're done.
we have to go. We're late.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Whew. Okay, we are done. I think Sarah was getting really annoyed down there because she thought it was for online. It turns out it's for telly. So, crikey. I have a stress headache. I think she's gone on with Michelle, so I'm going to try and keep up with her.
Back in the car, Sarah is obviously still upset at the mix-up.
So what was the story? You didn't know that it was for telly?
No, I thought it was more for like being online.
I declined to mention she's been on TV with us all day, as I don't think this would go down well right now.
Because I just don't feel like I look smart enough. I feel a bit like a scruffy.
Are you getting stressed?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting stressed. It's not been an easy day. I sometimes just feel a little bit bombarded mentally with everything. I'm thinking too far ahead, or I definitely overthink. Definitely overthink a lot of things. I think because now I'm on my own, all eyes are on you when you're doing stuff.
Scary and
Yeah,
lonely.
no one really tells you what to, you know,
How it'll be afterwards.
what to prepare yourself. You know, we didn't have that kind of advice.
Are you good at saving, or are you like most of us girls?
No, I'm your typical. No.
Chasing bills.
I live in the moment, definitely.
Yeah.
Could be dead tomorrow.
So if I were to say to you that you could blink your eyes and go back to Girls Aloud, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one word, yeah. Right, I'm going to shut my eyes.
Well, look, don't be polite. If you want to close your eyes, just close your eyes. I'm a power now. I wonder will I change my jumper?
As Sarah grabs 40 winks, I decide to grab a jumper.
Oh, thanks. Oh, bless you.
Change my bra. No peeking now.
Sarah recently won Celebrity Big Brother, and as such, won a handsome amount of money for the charity of her choice. And that's our next stop. She's due to a press call to hand over the cheque. At this stage, we're running very late indeed.
So this is the Hague Housing Trust. This is where Sarah decided to donate her 50 grand that she won from Celebrity Big Brother 2. And the idea behind this charity, it's for soldiers who've gone to war, who come back to the UK, and it helps their families and obviously the injured soldiers, children with housing and getting them kind of back up and running here in the UK. And Sarah's in the back of the car, I mean, glass of Prosecco and just chilling. I think she gets a bit overwhelmed with things like this, so I think she likes to get out last minute. I just can't believe that, like, I got this for the gig. Thanks a mil, guys. See you later.
Hello. How are you?
All right.
How are you doing?
You keep your jacket until I need it.
Thank you.
No, don't worry.
Is that quite
No,
obvious
you're
where I'm from?
fine. No, you're
Makeup?
fine. No.
Sorry.
You're lucky it's polka dot. Okay, work with me, people. Work with me. Come on. I'm thinking, rawr, Sex Panther.
Just putting my hand there.
Or do the Victoria Beckham where she kind of positions herself.
This reminds me of like one of my military schools I went to.
No way.
Yeah. I was in the cadets for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I have got
What
a
age
military
were you?
connection. I was like 13, I think, 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I got sent there for discipline.
Well, did it work?
Not really.
You turned into St. Trinians.
I kind of was a bit of a St. Trinian once I turned 13, yeah. So yeah, I became a bit rebellious and sort of started hanging out with the wrong crowds. And I just got really sort of lippy with the teachers. So my head of year said I was a catalyst.
Wow.
Yeah. A catalyst said, if you're in a bad mood, the whole class is in a bad mood. If you're in a good mood, everyone's in a good mood. I was like, well, that's not my fault.
Were you there for a year?
6 months.
Did you get kicked? Did you get kicked out? Tell the truth.
I didn't get kicked out. I just couldn't take any more. So I begged my parents, just please let me go back to state school, please.
I'm gonna be good.
I know, please, I'll be good.
Come on, let's get you warm.
Oh,
Let's get out here.
in the sun. Very much.
Have this discussion with her.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I can't wear heels. I love them, money. Bye. Ready?
After such a hectic day, we wisely decide to have a girls' night in. So on the way back to the house, we stock up on goodies.
You've ate, she's had half of these already. I love how you've ate half of the box of these already.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I just have to test these crisps to make sure they're okay for everybody to eat later. Okay, well, just so you know, I'm going straight for the pyjama.
Okay.
I'm not mucking around.
Right, I've done the green.
Okay, Harding.
Okay.
I'm going up to get dressed.
Lucy,
Yes, my love.
do you want some Prosecco or are you going to wait a bit?
Oh, no, yes, please. I can drink it while
I don't think she'd say no.
I will.
Oh!
Cheers.
Food and drink.
Good to see you.
You too.
Let the party start, sister.
In the gym jams, the pyjama party.
Yeah, I am actually going to slip into something more comfortable. I think I have her sussed. I think when she gets a bit kind of not antsy, but panicked, it's because actually she's nervous. I think she's a little bit shy deep down, and I think she kind of hit the nail on the head when she said that it's different being on her own because she's always so used to the other girls, as in Girls Aloud. So I think that I think she does get a little bit nervous doing public things. So tonight, for one night only, my favourite night ever, we're staying in, and we're going to get into our gym jams and just chat. So it's a girls' night in. We have din-dins, my little friend.
Oh!
Yeah.
Guess what?
What? Chips
You
are
can
on
take the girl out of
time.
Stockport,
Boom.
but you can't
Boom,
take
boom,
the Stockport out of the girl.
Okay,
We've got
good.
sweet and sour.
We're gonna
have a few chips. Do you not warm your plates? My mum always insists.
Do you warm your plates?
My mum insists.
Okay. So how are you finding living with a stranger, aka me?
Well, I lived with 16 of them, so you're absolutely, honestly, you're above and beyond better than them.
Boom. Results.
This is absolutely.
But it is, because it's almost worse in a way, just the fact that there's just two of us.
It's actually quite nice because there was too many people getting rowdy in that house for my liking. I didn't have a minute to even think, you know, because my brain's loud enough, but surrounded by a lot of big personalities.
Yes. Now, you'll take note that I'm cleaning up our gaff. For us. For us.
You know, that's what I do generally when I can't sleep.
Just clean.
I clean, yeah.
Oh,
that's what I used to do.
For me,
Everyone said I wasn't mucking in, but what they didn't see was when they, you know, if I was still awake and I couldn't sleep.
This is in the Big Brother house?
Yeah. I'd be like, I'd just potter around, make my herbal tea at the end of the night, and I'd be there washing up, and I'd have to, you know, order Chad to wash up and help. Because he's a bit lazy.
Yeah, like most boys.
Well, he's single and living on it. Well, he was single and living on his own. You know,
I think you're mad about him, by the way.
He drives me mad.
No.
You see it, you probably saw.
Yes, but I think you're mad about him. I do. I really do.
I don't know. Feelings took over because he became like my ally and my friend.
Your
and
confidant.
my best friend. And the friendship grew into feelings. And yeah, it was a bubble in there. That's the problem. So I had to take that into consideration.
Yes. So what's the crack with the guy that you were dating before
Yeah, he
you
was a
went
normal
in?
guy, and it was one of my best friends from where I live. It was her cousin, and they're like brother and sister.
Awkward.
So yes, it was very, very awkward. I mean, luckily we've smoothed things over now.
Okay, yeah.
But I was shit scared when I was coming out of the house because I didn't know what I was coming out to.
Yeah.
And
did you feel guilty then when you started having feelings for Chad?
Yeah, because I never intended. But
It's
we
always
ended
the
up
way.
relying on each other because we were very ostracised.
Yes, kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Sarah Harding, ex-Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
Now new friend. I really like you, but you take a long time to plate up your food.
I know.
And what's happened now, you see, is I've been chatting to you.
Because I talk a lot.
And mine is cold. What kind of friend are you? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Reheat it.
Mine's cold. Okay, I'm waiting for you.
Here's how it works.
Coming up, for the first time ever, Sarah talks about her dad.
People don't understand why I still don't speak to him. Because I don't like to wear dirty laundry, but I've kind of had it now.
This week, I'm living with former Girls Aloud star, Sarah Harding. We're having a girly night, a takeaway, a bottle of wine, or two, and a proper girly chat.
Do you find it hard to form new friendships? Are you always a bit wary that someone's going to sell a story or associate themselves with you because of Cheryl? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because in the house, people just wanted to know about Cheryl. I just tell them straight out that I'm not here to talk about her.
Yes. Why are people so obsessed with this ongoing or not ongoing feud? Was there a big feud, or am I just
No, there isn't
missing
a big
out?
feud. It's been completely misinterpreted.
Okay.
You know, me and the girls, we were together for 10, 15 years. Of course we were going to have...
Sisters.
Yeah, we're like sisters. You know, sometimes you did fall out, I'm not going to lie, because that's what girls are like. My friends are... I'm not very close with my family, so my friends to me were my adopted family.
Yeah.
And I guess after, you know, being in the limelight for a long time, it's easier to trust people who are in the industry that understand the type of work that you do.
Yeah.
And don't get pissed off with you if you haven't spoken to them for months because of whatever reason. Because sometimes I might not get around to contacting them. My mind's elsewhere, or I'm just going through a period of like I'm just hibernating.
Yeah.
Because I'm burnt out. I've just done a tour, having a holiday. And I just, you know, want some downtime. It becomes too hard work for everyone unless they've got a whole weekend to spare. A lot of my friends are now married with children.
Okay.
I know, I'm like Peter bloody Panette.
You are.
You know, in my head I'm still 25. But my body is telling me different. You know, I do get more tired out quicker than I used to, but my mind's fighting it.
You look great though, like you look fresh.
Oh, it's because I had a shower.
No, but you do. I think you're in good nick. One thing I've noticed is you seriously lacking confidence. Where does that stem from?
When I hit 30, I was like, OK, it's time to settle down.
Yes.
And I thought I was getting married. And I kind of had it all set out in stone, and it didn't happen. And, yeah, it was a massive, massive blow to my confidence, to my lifestyle, to everything I ever knew. I just had, you know, I just felt empty. Yeah. It took a long time, and I've just gradually just sort of built myself back up. But it doesn't help when all your band break up as well. It all sort of seemed to go all at once. And I was just stuck in the countryside, away from everyone, isolated, with 5 animals, not knowing what the fuck to do. And I honestly didn't have anyone to turn to. My parents, I don't speak to my dad, my mum lives up north.
When was the last time you saw your dad?
When I was 17. Tumbleweed moment. I did idolise him growing up because that's all I wanted, was to be like Dad. You know, like my daddy, and be the singer and be successful and be in a band. And yeah, he severely let me and my mum down. I found out that the girl who was my age he went off with, you know, through a magazine, while I was on tour with the girls, on the tour bus, that he was having children with her. You don't need to read that kind of shit. Why would you air dirty laundry in public, you know, to try and get my attention? I had to find out in the paper. I'm so proud of her, or I'm so worried about her, she's fragile, she's this, she's that. He doesn't know who I am anymore. So, that's the gory truth. And people don't understand why I still don't speak to him. Because I don't like to wear dirty laundry, but I've kind of had it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot to be grateful for, but it's left me with a lot of issues. Because I haven't had the best role models, so therefore I've had to kind of wing it. So yeah, whenever I come close, you know, he just does something else. He refused to come and see Grandad with me because he was ailing. And my dad, all he cared about was getting back to his fancy girl, my age, I mean. And then a week later, my mum rang the nursing home to check in, and then they said, if no one told you, he died last week.
Oh, don't get upset. Oh, no, you're too far away for me to hug you. Touch me. Touch me.
I just didn't feel like I got a chance to say goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, I've lost a lot of people I love.
Yeah. Oh, God, Sarah. All right, that's it. I'm coming over. Tough. Come on, get in.
I don't know. It's always the people that you're closest to when it comes to family, and like, I'm not close to anyone else.
Give us a kiss.
Oh, no. Listen. So, yeah.
I truly believe in life that good things happen to good people. Seriously.
I don't know, I just feel like, you know, whenever I get close to people, and I lose them, so...
I know.
Yeah, I do have a lot of barriers.
Yeah.
You know? God, that's the most open I've been. I feel like I'm a bloody Piers Morgan right now.
Oh, Jesus, you're comparing me to Piers?
No, because I do. I'm very open, you know. But yeah.
Sarah Bells.
I know. So, you know, there's been a lot of hurt.
There has been.
And I'm just used to, like, having my own company.
Yeah.
Because I find it either hard to trust, or when I do, it's usually the wrong people, and they've screwed me over.
Well, do you think then that this maybe is why then you go for the bad boy? Maybe why you've made
I like to think I can be influential enough to make them change.
Like your mum couldn't?
Yeah, probably.
What's our story for the morning? Now, talk to me.
Okay, you want to go for walkies?
Walking. Yeah.
Oh, do you know what?
Yes, we need to go for a walk.
Yeah.
We need. Please feed me.
You want feeding? You want to go for walkies?
Yeah.
It's the morning of day 3, and we've no time for walkies, as I'm packing to leave.
So, last night was lovely. It was really nice.
just the two of us on our own. We kind of got to chill, take it easy, in our pajamas, having a takeaway, and I got to know her. You know, that we had really good chats, nice, deep and meaningfuls, and she's a lovely girl. She's obviously had a tough old past, but she's a lovely girl.
Sarah is actually flying back to Dublin with us, as she's appearing on an Irish chat show. However, half-hour Harding strikes again.
That one's a bit, I'll take this
Yeah,
guy.
the big one's quite heavy.
Bloody hell, that's a big case.
I know.
Are you sure you're going to be allowed on the flight? We did it. Sarah, you're going to miss us.
Yeah, I am.
Like you would say, miss a wart on your eye.
I've not heard that one before. Oh, dear.
Well, let's talk about your time management.
Please do. Not. Even when on our first tour, our old tour manager, we had nicknames, you know, when we were staying at all the hotels. I was Miss Late Show.
Yeah. How are we going to sort it out? Do you own a watch?
No.
Right, okay, there's the problem there. So if you were to get a watch, or do you feel like you don't need a watch when you have a human watch in the form of the Michelle?
No.
Are you feeling tired?
It's just hit me now in the car.
Yeah.
I'm glad Sarah's relaxed. I'm worried about missing the flight.
Oh.
But we get to Heathrow Airport with time to spare and make the plane.
Let's roll.
A quick hop over the Irish Sea, and it's time to say goodbye.
You're going that way. Give me a kiss.
Oh, good to see you.
So nice.
I know, it's lovely. It's a shame it wasn't longer.
Yeah, what
Like it's
a
literally
laugh
been
we have.
flying visit. And now we're back in.
Back in the Emerald Isle.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, look, you go and get your taxi. Good luck on the show tonight.
Thank you.
You got my number, so if
Aye.
you need me,
Yeah.
get out of here. You're going to miss your taxi.
I got. Lots
Lots of love. And thank you for having me.
Lovely to see you.
And you. Look after yourself. Don't cry now. Don't cry. Keep it together. Why are you laughing? Keep it together. Ah, there you are. That was Sarah Harding. That was really good crack. That was a really nice kind of girly weekend. She's very easy company. She's quite shy. She's very insecure and lacking in confidence. I think just maybe having been in a band for a long time, she's used to a lot of people around her, and I think at times she kind of misses that. So hopefully she'll believe in herself a little bit more, because she is very, very nice. Now, she does need a watch. I will say that much. That I did kind of have to kick her up the bum a few times about her timekeeping. But other than that, I really liked her, yeah. She's right up my street.